Hi everyone, I'm Kayla.
And I'm Lauren.
And this is Stitching with My Littlie, Flosstube number 26. If you are new here, we are a channel mainly about cross stitch. Sometimes Lauren throws in some other crafts occasionally, but it's mainly about cross stitch. And if you are a returning viewer, thank you for coming back and spending some time with us. Yeah, we've got a little bit to show you. Got a couple of finishes and things, so
new starts,
yeah, plans and stuff. So the last Flosstube we did was our retreat special one, so we are back to our regular chaos.
Yeah.
And yeah, let's get going. So we FFOs, I don't have any.
I have one, but I can't show you because it's the gift that I was doing.
And we've sent it off.
Yeah.
But we've not had any response as to whether it has arrived yet. It should be in the next few days. So hopefully in the next Flosstube she'll be able to show
I have
the
got
finished
a picture,
piece.
So
yeah. So
I can pop that in.
So yeah, that's not been received yet. So we're not putting the picture up of that one. So we've got finished objects.
I've got one.
And I've got two.
Big ones.
And they are
big.
my biggish ones, my ones that linger in for a little bit of time. So, shall I do one first then?
Yeah.
Okay, so the first one that I finished was, and you'll all be pleased today because loads of people keep commenting on can't wait to see it finished, can't wait to see it finished.
As well, a lot of people.
Yes, so this is my Mary Poppins by The Little Stitcher. I was debating whether to get the cover photo. Right, anyway, I'm going to, even though it's a finish. But so it's this one. It's by The Little Stitcher. If you haven't had a look at her designs, go and have a look on Etsy. She has some amazing designs of all sorts of things, including animals and Halloween type things, and loads and loads. So this, as you all know before, if you are a returning viewer, has been stitched on 14 count Ada, which I dyed myself blue, and it is using the called for DMC threads. And here she is. So I put in 379 stitches from the last time you saw it just to finish it. So I think the last time that I showed it, I'm not sure if we had anything I think. So I finished off the happen and the bottom border there. So this one has been a lingerer. Just hold that for me, I want to get my... Got it? So I started this one. Okay, I can't tell you when I started it because I filed it. That's not helpful. I think it's 2 years, pretty much. Most of my finishes now are coming up to either 2 years or over 2 years. So I think this is 2 years. I'm just going to add a little thing right here. If I sound like I've got a blocked nose... right, because I can feel it coming on and sniffly. I'm not unwell and I don't have a cold, right? Yeah. I think my daughter bought me some flowers, not this one, my older daughter bought me some lilies for my birthday, which are stunning, but we've been away over the weekend, me and Lauren have our caravan, and I've come back and they are huge. And my husband normally gets some sort of allergic reaction to these flowers anyway, but I seem to have got a bit of a going on. So I'm not unwell, but I can feel it in me. So if you can hear it, I think that's what it is coming from. So anyway.
They're really strong smelling.
They are really strong. They're gorgeous, but they are really strong smelling. So yeah, that's my Mary Poppins. 2 years in the making, I believe.
Frame it, are you going to?
I'm going to frame it, yeah, because I've got a couple of other Mary Poppins one's a Good Morning Maui, something else, so I'll do like a display, because I've got like 2 areas that I display in down here. One's in my hallway, which is like my seasonal things. And then I've got a little area in my dining room which I put if I've got overflow of seasonal things, but I also then will add different like things throughout the year as well. So
it's not just a dining room as well, it's a work room and a craft room.
And everything.
It's a bit of everything.
And everything.
And everything green.
Yeah. So that is my first fully finished. You'll be pleased to say, yay! Mary Poppins is done. Okay, go on then.
Okay, so I didn't expect to actually get this finished anytime soon, really. But when we was away at the weekend, I decided to just do it. So this is my mouse's Halloween stitching by Tiny Modernist. So I'm stitching it on 14 count, well I did stitch it on 14 count pale green Ada with all the quarter-fold DMC threads. And this is what it looks like. So I did the pins and the whole mouse, and then I did like some back stitch as well, but didn't really like the back stitch on this because it's very slopey, like you have to make it look slopey, do you know? Do you get
So, well, I get you, yeah, but whether they get you.
So
basically what she means is it's not like straight stitches, so they'll go over like 2 or 3 stitches, so she struggles a little bit with that at the moment.
That's my needle, so I've literally just done it straight down, but then this is what it's actually supposed to look like. It's supposed to have a curve in it. But I don't care because I freestyled basically, and I think it turned out
It still looks fine.
So I'm excited to get that fully finished. I'm probably, because I'm going to finish the new start, and then move on to a different mouse, like a Christmas one that I got for Christmas. I think.
Yeah, I think you did.
Yeah.
That's your finish?
Yeah.
Okay, and then I've got one more, which was a bit more of an unexpected one, but I just started picking it up and then got on with it. So this one is my Under the Sea stitch along, which was started 2 years ago. I finished it in 2 years. It's by the Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery. This one I've literally had to pretty much fudge the whole of the one side as I've gone, because somewhere in the top border, and I have told you guys this before, I've been out by 1 or 2 stitches, which isn't a big deal, but it is when things are meeting up in the middle and stuff. So I've basically been fudging stuff, and the border as well at the bottom didn't work out right. But I've got to a point now where I just wanted it finished, and I actually don't care. But I finished it. So, like I said, this one is Under the Sea Sal, and it is being stitched on Under the Sea fabric, which was from Lakeside Needlecraft, and it's like a printed one, so it's plain on the other side. So this is what I did. So I think the last time you saw it, I put in some of this bit down here, so I finished off, no, the other side, this bit here. So I finished off the crab here and the sand, and then I've come round and done the bottom borders, so where the anchors are and met up at the bottom. So I'm really chuffed I finished this one, because I have plans which I'm going to talk about afterwards, but this one I really wanted to get it finished before I started another one. So yeah, that's my Under the Sea. So I have got 2 finishes.
Weren't you going to try and put that up in our caravan because it's next to the seaside?
I think I'm going to try to, but we have very limited wall space in our caravan that seems to be taken over by different things. But I do want to get it up so I can have it up all year round then.
But even if you don't frame it, you can put it in like one of them things that you did the advent calendar. That would be easier to...
Like a wall hanging.
Yeah, that would be easier to put on.
Yeah, maybe.
Because the walls are quite
look at this.
thin, aren't they?
I had this, I don't know if any of you, this is like a lanyard thing from, you know, when you're at the seaside you get rock dummies on them. And I bought one of these ages back, these rock dummies, because, you know, nostalgia and being a kid and stuff. And I thought, oh, I'm going to keep this that goes around it because it's perfect for this bag.
Yeah, you need an actual under the sea bag though, don't you?
Oh, I don't think I need any more excuses to get any more bags.
Can never have enough.
Okay, so that is our finishes. So we're going to go on to new starts. So since the last time we spoke to you, which was the 15th of April, I believe, we were about to start a stitch along with Maggie from Home on the Ridge. And, well, obviously the two of us. So it was a birthday sale, which was called #birthday jam sale, and it is one of the mouse patterns, the strawberry jam one. Do you have the cover thing? Because I meant to pick it up.
No.
So unprofessional.
I do not have it.
Where is it?
If you've put it back in here, then it should be in here.
So unprofessional we are. I did everything else but that. So basically it's a tiny modernist mouse pattern, and it is the
It's not in here.
okay, I'm gonna
That
put
means it's in your thing.
No, it's not.
Oh, right.
I'm gonna
It's lost then.
I'm gonna put a picture up now of what it looked like. So it's the strawberry mouse, strawberry jam mouse, I think it's called, by Tiny Modernist. And yeah, Maggie's birthday was on the 5th. No, it wasn't. I'm lying again. Maggie's birthday was the beginning of April, and mine was the 22nd. So we chose the 15th as sort of a centre point to do this hashtag. So that is what we were talking about last week. No,
2
weeks ago. So that's what we were talking about on the 15th. I'm lying again.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Okay. So that's what we were talking about on the 15th, and then we started it that night. So
Well, I didn't because, well, I did, but I was then a day late because I had to get all the variegated threads.
yeah, we did it slightly differently. So Maggie, I believe, did it with all of the called for. She has finished it. We have not yet. And I decided I was going to do it all in DMCs or
And
CXCs.
I decided to do it in some variegated, some normal, depends.
Yeah, so some variegated DMCs. So we're going to do a different sort of range of what they were going to look like. Mm-hmm. We were also joined by Alison, who is Mrs. AZ Family Zoo, and Joy from Joy_the Carolina Stitches, which, as I find out now, she has a Flosstube, which I'll talk about afterwards. But Joy has finished, Maggie has finished, we do not, and as far as I'm aware, Alison hasn't yet.
No, I don't think she has.
But if you go onto the #birthday jam sale, you will see up there the finishes and the progress on. And if anybody else wants to join in, we're still going along with it. So
well,
you
actually,
are more than welcome to.
I don't know if mine will be on the hashtag because we're having a bit of an issue. I'm hashtagging it on my Instagram post, and when you click on it, it comes up with everyone else's, doesn't it? Just not mine.
I'm not quite sure
so,
why.
a bit weird. But
I'm not quite sure why. But Lauren has got hers on her Instagram, which is Crafty Lauren, if you're interested. Mm-hmm. So, now that I've finished waffling about all of that, we'll show you where we are up to. So, do you want to start yours?
So, I'm actually keeping mine in the bag that Maggie got me. Very fitting. We're doing it with, I thought that was the cover for it. So, this is where I'm up to. So, the pink, oh God, Rip it is coming to say hello. The pink in the jar is variegated, and there's also a red in the jar, and that is variegated, but you can't really
get out the ones that you're using.
Yeah, but you can't really tell because I didn't use it long enough.
What are you doing it on? 14 count?
It looks like some sort of rustico, but I don't know if it
An
actually is.
Ada. Yeah. And so some of them, so the white you've kept the same.
Yeah.
Because there were some of them that there was no point in getting a variegated because there's so little stitches. The same as the yellow was the called for, well, DMC. So the pink and the red you've changed. So the pink
is 48, and that's going on the mouse's dress as well.
Yeah.
then that red in there, in the jam,
Yeah.
is this one. And that's also going on the strawberries, I think.
So that's on the jam jar lid, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then on the actual jam jar is 115.
Yeah.
So that's going to be a lot more variegated, so you're going to be able to
As
actually
it
see that,
goes
yeah.
on, yeah.
Then the 2 greens in the leaves are good. So this is the darker green,
Yeah.
which is 4045. And then this is the lighter green, which is 92. And then in the actual mouse is 53, which is like the grey. So that's all the variegated that I'm going to be using.
Yeah, you just wanted to have a different range. So I was like, mine's all going to be like block colour the same, and obviously Maggie's is true to I think it's Weeks Dye Works.
Yeah. And I think is the Joy?
I think Joy's done hers called for as well, I think. Well, I say called for, they're charted in DMC, Anchor and Weeks Dye Works, but obviously Tiny Modernist have used the Weeks Dye Works, so so we just thought we'd
I think
do a bit
it's
of
gonna be a
variegation between.
Bit of a cool thing in the end.
Yeah. So that's yours.
Yeah.
With your Rip It needle minder.
So I'm gonna be working on the mouse, and then after I finish this, I'll move on to a different one.
Yeah.
To keep up the mouses.
Yeah. Or the mice.
Or the mice, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so that is Lauren's one. Mine is being kept in my canny little fox mini travel case. And for this one, I've been using a hoop. Dun, dun, dun. I'm using a Nergy. I'm using a hoop a bit more on different things. Although I struggle with my hands and stuff, I like stitching. Like I do like stitching in hand, but I'm finding at the minute that my stitches are becoming really messy, and with like
Neat and
loops in it, and then the thingy
twists.
The thread is twisting all the time, and it's just getting on my nerves a little bit. But then on the flip side of that, I don't have pain in my hands when I'm doing it, so.
You're close.
I'm doing a little bit of everything at the moment, but yes. So I'm using a Nergy. I'm using all CXC threads. I'm just making sure I haven't got that covered. No, I don't. So mine is all a big mess of threads, unfortunately, because I haven't bobbinated or anything. I just pulled them out and dumped them in here. Look at that. Look at the state of that. Anybody who's got any sort of like
OCD.
Yeah, or anything to do with having things perfect. I mean, look, that is bad. But
that's making me go a bit. That's worse than what mine.
But it is working for me. Like
that's what
they're not one big knot. They look one big knot, but they're not anyway. So I'm using CXC threads.
She's trying to tell herself that it's getting better, but it's not.
Yeah. Anyway, so I'm using the CXC threads, which are obviously the DMC colours, and I have got this bar. So mine is being stitched on 14 count tea coffee dyed by me, Ada, and I've not got far. I've literally got the cake, I think it is, to do now, and a strawberry over here. So mine are literally just the full thread colours, but I actually think they look perfectly fine like that. I actually quite like it.
Trailing along.
Well, to be fair, I could have probably finished this, but sometimes I like to, if I go ahead and do things, Lauren tends to flag. So I sort of wait a little bit, and then I make her feel guilty by saying things like, well, we really do need to stitch on this because we need to get it finished, and then she'll start stitching on it. So, and I'm not in any rush. I don't mind anyway. Doesn't matter to me. We'll get it up and finished and done for the summer anyway.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to keep mine up all year, actually.
Yeah, I know you are, but I don't have... Do you know, I wish I had room to keep everything of mine up all year.
Because I don't really do frames. I just do pillows, don't I?
Yeah. Okay, so...
I've got one other new start.
Yeah.
You got any?
I do have one more new start. It was my birthday start.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so we also got gifted this bag, didn't we?
Mm-hmm.
We both got one, so I'm keeping mine in this.
I'm still trying to find something to fit in mine because it's quite a big bag, so
yeah, it is.
I want to put something that's not going to get lost in there. And at the minute, I mean, who knows? I mean, oh, I've got a perfect thing that I could fit in there. But I would need to, I'm going to have to show it in my thing first.
So, I'm doing this from Brooke's Books Publishing. It is the Alice in Wonderland series, I think. And this is the White Rabbit. We got gifted this as well. So this is like part of the set. So the Mad Hatter and then Alice.
There's 12 altogether in these sets, but you can buy them individually. You can buy them as a full set, which I'm going to talk about after actually in a haul.
Yeah.
Or you can buy them in sort of threes, so put them in threes.
Yeah. So we got gifted that, so I was like, ooh, I really like that.
You had a feeling, didn't you, in your
did.
waters that you needed to start it.
I did. Now, you're probably going to look at this and think, that's not a rabbit. Because it doesn't look like a rabbit at all. I don't know what it looks like, but it doesn't look
An
like a rabbit.
upside down fish.
Yeah. You can barely see actually because of the fabric, but that is the outline of the face of the rabbit, kind of. I mean, there's a couple other colours around it. But it's just the process.
Yeah, that's because you like to do, when there's block colours, Lauren likes to go round the outside and then just fill in.
But also, the bow is blue, so it doesn't, like, you can still see it on this fabric, but it's difficult to work on, so I just like, I'm changing the colour. So, it's
That's Coffee Craft Fabrics,
yeah,
isn't it?
First time me using one. It's quite soft, but I do like it.
You use a hoop anyway, don't you?
Yeah.
So yours stretches anyway. So.
But anyways, it is a trust the process. So, yeah. But I'm
and your needle minder is from Just Get Stitching, which you got from the retreat.
Yeah.
So yeah, probably the next time you see it, she will have filled in the white, and it might actually resemble a bit more of a
rabbit. Well, I think I'm going to try and actually get his eye done, probably most of his face done by next time. So you might actually see a rabbit.
Is that Lauren's plans? Plans for Lauren? I have done another section of plans because I thought we might need to actually make ourselves have some plans.
But Lauren's plans go out the window, so that's not really positive.
Okay, so I have one more new start, which is being stored in my Peter Rabbit bag that I got gifted, one of our first gifts we were given. And I started on my birthday, which was the 22nd of April. I started another gnome.
Don't need another one, but you know.
So this one will also be in the Gnomes Everywhere sale. So if any of you previously will remember, I did the birthstone of April, which was my diamond one, so I've done that. Now I've got the birth flower of April, and this one, apparently there's a girl and a boy one. But
yeah, but look at the slippers.
The girl one, she's got bunny slippers on.
They're my favourite out of the chart.
So I've got this one, and my flower is a daisy.
It's got a carrot on them.
I know.
I'm realising things that I didn't even notice.
So I do have a start. It's a small start. It's only 185 stitches I put in on this one, but it was a birthday start, and obviously other things are going on. Not that I had a big birthday thing. I was working.
Where is it?
Just depressing. It's hiding.
I was going to say,
I've actually used the Peter Rabbit one that I got from the retreat to put all my threads in.
Oh, also, I was going to use my Alice in Wonderland bag that I got from the retreat for that one, but it didn't fit in there.
It's a bit of a small one, isn't it?
And it didn't even fit the threads in it, so I was like, oh.
So I'm using 14 count Ada, which is tea coffee dyed by me. And I started on the hat. So that is where I am. So that's where the 185 stitches came in. And my needle minder is one that I got from Michelle at Stitch Mania Stash, which I thought went quite well considering it's a gnome one. So yeah, that is, so I'll finish off the hat and then come down base wise, and then I'll probably do the flower afterward at the end. Actually, I quite like doing the nose.
Also, you'll see in the haul that I'm going to be starting a new gnome soon, because I finished my October one, didn't I? The birthstone.
You did.
So I need a new one to start, which we have already got some.
We have.
But I was like, there was a sale.
There was a
wasn't
sale, which again is in our haul, so I'm going to talk about that afterwards. So I'm getting confused here with my notes because I've got notes from last time. Okay, so that is our finishes, our new starts, and now we'll go on to whips, which because of the new starts and finishes, I only have one whip to show you.
Dun, dun, dun. I have two.
Oh, go on then, you can go first.
Okay, so I'll stick to the one that pretty much loads of people have seen. So it feels weird showing this one by myself, because usually you're like...
Oh, well, I'm waiting patiently. Did you hear that in my voice then? Oh, I got I'm waiting for her.
This is March Calendar Sal by Emma Congdon.
Yeah.
So this is the March one. And you're probably thinking, March, like it's nearly May. But I don't know what happened. I fell behind and
I'm still waiting to start April with her. We have this thing where I have to start with her. I can go on from that and finish, but every new one I have to start with her. And obviously she don't want to start April's until she's finished March. So I am patiently waiting for Lauren to finish.
I'm probably going to get this done tonight, maybe.
Yeah, you could get that done tonight, and we might actually be able to start the other one in April then.
Yeah, but I won't be finishing it in April.
Well, I won't finish it in April now either. But...
So, I did the lamb and the ladybird, I think.
Yeah, you did those. Yeah. And did you do the border since the last time?
I don't know. But I did the back stitch on the lamb. That was easy because it's just going around. And then the ladybird, I did the line in the middle.
Yeah, so this back stitch has been quite easy on this one.
This time, really. Yeah. The Easter egg, I'm not looking forward to it in April because it's like like that.
But it might just be diagonals up and down. You haven't looked at it that closely. You stress yourself out over stuff sometimes. Yeah.
So I've got the bluebell and the writing left to do.
Oh, you would definitely do that tonight. She's finishing that tonight. She is finishing that tonight.
I've got a lot of choice, if I'm being honest.
No, you don't.
So it's stitched on 14 count by Ada with pretty much all the called for threads.
Some of them are from Stash, so we chose as close to as we could for them.
But never mind, I'm trailing with a lot of my things.
Okay, I just keep pushing and pushing. Only with the stitch ons, because I know that she'll get naggy. If it gets too far in front, she'll get naggy and then she'll just switch off, won't you? So I need to just give her a gentle little nudge, poke her and say, come on, Lauren, you need to get that done.
Yeah. But I got everything else I wanted to do.
I know. Well, that's life.
Stitch all the things.
Okay, so my only whip is in my bag that I got from Maggie last time. And this is my stitching shelves. So this is being stitched on 14 count.
Do you have the cover photo?
Ada. Yes, I think I do. So yeah, this is my stitching shelves, which was, again, as I've said many times before, it's a Galliana cross stitch design. She no longer does it, and it is now being sold by another company, which I'm not going to say because I butcher it every time, but it is in my it is in every Flosstube. It is in my description box below. There is a link to all of her designs, which are on there. So I am a middle starter, so I have started somewhere here or here, I can't remember which one it goes. But yes, I'm doing it. I'm stitching it on 14 count Ada, and it is cream, and I am using DMC 4215. So if I show you up there. So it is a variegated thread. It's like purpley, light blue, stuff like that. So I'm using that because I do like to use a variegated thread on these designs because they have no. Are
you going to talk about a variegated?
Yes, I am. They have no. They're not charted for anything, so you can do what you like, and I like you to use variegated because, for me, it's just.
No colour change.
Yeah, it's just easy. Like last night we got home from the caravan and I knew I wanted to stitch on something, but I didn't want to stitch on something I needed to do a lot to. So this is just perfect because it's on pattern key. The needle minder has fell off in here, so I need to redo it.
Yes, it's
Look, did you hear what she just said? That needle minder you've got is boring.
Well, it's just a plain circle.
Well, it fell off, so I've got to re-glue it anyway. So this is where I have got up to. So I am on the sewing box in the middle, which I put up there. You can see what I'm on. And I'm going into, so the long, this bit here is the end of one of the books. So that's where I'm up to. So I've put in 363 stitches on that last night since the last time that you saw it. But I do really enjoy doing this one. It is such a, like I said, it's on Pattern Keeper and it's just the one thread. You just get. So as I'm talking about variegated threads, I have answered last night in case I forgot to mention this, but I had a comment from Ashley at Yarstitch. Hi Ashley. And it was regarding variegated threads, and he said he'd not use them because he was trying to pluck up the courage to use them. And how did we use them? And I have responded, Ashley, if you haven't seen on your comment, but I'm going to talk a bit now. I by no means am any form of
professional
in variegated threads. There are probably loads of other people out there who have a way of doing it that is much better than the way that I do it. But I basically just cut my thread to the size that it is. Now this is a long one, which Lauren had a fit about yesterday.
I hate long threads.
That is attached, so that's... This is my thread. I do half, normally, because the problem is with me, I'm normally a one strand girl, so I'm a one strand and double it over to make my two strands, and then I do a pin start. But obviously, this is what I'm trying to get through. Can't do that with, well, I can't do that. I don't know if other people do it, again, like I said, but you don't get the right variegation in one strand doubled over because it's a bit of everything going on all mixed together, whereas if you've got two strands, that is the two colours, that is the colours all the way through that you're using. I'm trying to make out like I'm, so obviously that's the two strand, whereas if you had one doubled over, you'd have a bit of blue mixed with a bit of purple together as you're stitching at the same time. So I do two strands and then I just stitch like normal, and I don't, when I finish off one length and cut off, I'm not the type of person, and there probably are lots of people out there who match it. I don't do that because I don't care enough to match it. I like the complete variegation of, unless there is something that really bothers. So like the House of Christmas, I had the Christmas tree, and that really did bug me because it was all over the place. So I did sort of try and match that a little bit more. But on something like this, it doesn't matter to me. I've got different colours of what I enjoy about variegated. I don't want them in long colours of, because that's not the variegation that I'm looking for. Other people might be, but I am not. So all I'm going to say to Ashley is go for it, because there is no...
You'll fall down the rabbit hole.
I don't think there's a wrong way of doing variegation, unless, me personally, unless you're doing one strand and doubling it over, because then you get a lot of different colours going on in your stitch.
I love variegated.
But if we can do it, you definitely can. So go for it. It's one of my most relaxing ones that I do. It's one that I can just go, I'm tired tonight, but do you know what? I can get that out, which is pretty much what I did last night. So I hope I've answered your question, Ashley. I hope I haven't made you feel even more confused than you already, or than you might have been. But yeah, that's pretty much how I do it. Just cut it, 2-strand it, stitch it, do it again. That's it. But like I said, there are probably a load of other Flosstubers that have a better and more detailed, in-depth way of doing their variegated threads, and that is awesome. But I'm happy with mine. So go on then, off you go.
So it's my last one. So I actually decided to work on something that I haven't for a very long time, because I kind of felt like something different last night. So this is Christmas Square Dance from Heart in Hand, and I'm doing the Merry one. It reminds me of the song at Christmas, Driving Home for Christmas, because he's got his little car. So this is where I got to. So last time you saw it, I just did the car and the tree on top of the car. So I put the 2 trees in and then the border last night. Stitched on 14 count white opalescent, which you can see there. Using all the quarter threads. But yeah, so I actually really like this, and I think that I could get this done pretty quickly if I carried on working on it, because I've just got the writing down here that's Merry, and I've got loads of different trees and a couple bits of back stitch, but the trees are tiny, so it shouldn't take me long.
Again, that's probably another one where you might not stitch some nights, but then you think, oh, actually I could put a couple of trees in there and get them done.
Yeah, but the only thing is I don't really like doing the trees because there are a lot of colour changes. Like, you have to do, because some of them they're like one row of one colour, then one row of another colour, and then it's the stalk. So there we go.
I've got you.
Yeah. And my needle minder, I don't know where that's from, but it says dash under through the snow.
There's 2 songs there I could have sung.
I know, and I don't know why I'm like, if people are out of the Christmas spirit, then you don't need to get back into the Christmas spirit, but I like stitching on seasonal things all year round.
No, we're not seasonal stitchers. We stitch what we want when we want.
So that's my last whip.
That's your last whip, that's yours, before you lose it. Okay, so that is our stitching related stuff that we've done in the last 2 weeks. So we do have some haul this time.
We do.
We haven't had some haul, well, we had some from the retreat sheet, but we've got some haul, purchased haul this time, so I am just going to lean over this way and grab it. Which
and then there was one.
Which we do know is going to be a disaster. Oh, no, it's not a disaster. I've made it back in one piece.
Did you print? Yeah. Just wondering if you printed out.
Yes, things. I did. Thank you, Mum, for reminding me. Appreciate that. Okay, so I have a new stitch along that I'm starting with, which is the Frosted Pumpkins new one, which is why I was pleased that I managed to get my Under the Sea one done. So now I can start this one happy. So this one is the new one that is called Arctic Animals. And Rippets come see me again. So obviously I don't have a picture of because nothing, it is a thingy stitch along, a mystery stitch along. So I have the front cover printed out, so we've got Arctic animals. And the first one is coming out on May the 9th, so clue 1. So it's going to look like, you get sort of quite detailed.
I haven't seen the clue one.
You get detailed sort of, so there's more than this on that. I only print off what I need to print off, but you've got your front cover, then you've got sort of this, which is all of them. No, not till May the 9th. So these are all the dates. So it's a year long, pretty much a year long. It'll finish in March next year. You get all the information, so the size of your fabric that you're going to need. And obviously you've got the colour key. There is a lot of colours there. There's also a petite treasure braid, I think it is, Rainbow Gallery white, which I believe is a glow in the dark white. You can sub it out. It does say you can just sub it out and use DMC long. But I know I've seen that people are struggling to get that petite treasure braid, especially in the UK at the moment. But I was thinking, if it's a glow in the dark, I mean, we all know the issues I have with glow in the dark thread.
It just hates us.
I'm not sure if I actually spoke about this, but I did actually have an email from a really lovely lady who was giving me some tips and advice on using my glow in the dark thread and to put it under some sort of light, that it might work. So I do have that. Depending on what it is, I do also have like sparkly and stuff. I don't know, we'll see.
Look at the little seal poking up.
I know. And then obviously this is where the clues are going to come out and where they are going to go on your piece of fabric.
You're actually not going to start in the middle.
Well, I am-ish. It's not right in the middle, but it's off centre, isn't it? Yeah. I'd struggle. You see, if I was up here where clue 7 is, I mean, I wouldn't struggle, but it's not, it's out of my comfort zone, that is. I am a middle stitcher. So yeah, this is being released on the 1st of May. You also get a supply list. So these are all the colours and how many skeins you're going to need of each one and what fabric they have used as well down here. So it's a really comprehensive information chart, and you get emailed all of the sections.
And you're going to try and keep up with it, aren't you?
I am going to try and keep up. I did start with the other one keeping up with it, but yeah, other things came along, I think. You see, I only had a few whips when I started that one, and then I went down the rabbit hole and things got a bit better. So I had purchased that. I'm going to go a bit more into it afterwards because I've got it in my plans and I might need a little bit of help from you guys. So I'm going to go into my plans. So this is just my haul. And then from that, I ordered from Rachel at the Talking Dog Stitcher my threads, my CXC threads. That's my needle minder that I found that I'd got from, I think Don't Step. Yeah, so I've got that to go with, which I thought was perfect. So I've got my little polar bear, and then I found the needle minder, which I've stuck on here for a minute to go with it. So that's going to be, so yeah, they are, which I need to bobinate. So that is Rachel, the Talking Dog Stitches. There are all the details, which I'll link below anyway. And because I ordered and then realised that obviously CXC don't do numbers 1 to 35, although I already had them anyway, but basically I ordered more things. So I basically said to her, just stick more 310 white, whatever, to make it up, because I'll always use them, which she did. And then she added a couple of her own favourite colours in there. So 3809 I added, so I really like that one. And then 3835 as well, just a purpley one. So them two are nice. They'd be actually a nice mix for, see, that's coming up blue now, and that is not blue.
That reminds me of tan.
Is it? That's colour. Like blue. That's what, these remind you of tan.
Hi, tan.
Lovely. That looks blue on there, and it's not blue, it is green. Even if I pull it back. No, it
reminds me of a teal, actually.
Yeah, but it's not bright blue, like that's showing up.
Yeah, but it is a bit of a teal.
Anyway, back to an argument. Thank you very much, Rachel. I appreciate you getting the stuff to me so quickly. It's an excellent service. Go over onto her, she's got an Etsy store. She's also on YouTube, Rachel, the
And
Talking Dog
Instagram.
Stitcher. So all of her, yeah, she's on Instagram, and also you can email her as well. So yeah, CXC threads, go over and get them. They're brilliant service. I don't know what I'm putting in there. Okay, so like I said, I'm going to talk about that a bit more in my plans afterwards. So next lot of haul. I'm going to give you something to talk about because I'm not talking the whole time. There you go.
I want mine.
I don't know.
Shush. That's mine.
Well, do you want to do some of these as
Yes,
well?
I'll do some of them.
There, you do them then.
Ooh.
So, the next ones I purchased are, I saw that Good Morning Maui are having a sale. So these are on Etsy as well. Currently, and it doesn't seem to show any end date on it because I have had a look this morning. They currently have 30% off all of their charts on their Etsy store. So I do have a lot of their charts, but there are some that I hadn't got. So I just purchased some. So
This is an Alice in Wonderland one, which you've got an obsession with Alice in Wonderland.
I said to Lauren yesterday, I have an obsession at the moment with Mary Poppins, Alice in Wonderland and the Wizard of Oz.
Yeah, and it says, we're all mad here, which is very true.
But I did think this would go very well with my
Tree.
thank you, Lauren. My Alice in Wonderland tree, which again was a tiny modernist one. So when I finish them off, this is what I look at. I can do display things, and then I like add a book in with my display of them.
I think we need to actually watch this film again because I don't really remember it really.
The original film, not one of the newer ones.
So that's
Yeah.
the first one you got.
That is the
Second
first one I got.
I don't know how to say that word. Quoth.
Quote to the Raven.
Never
So
even
this is
heard of it.
This is a Nevermore chart again, so it's Edgar Allan Poe. Again, I have an Edgar Allan Poe tree, so I thought, perfect.
And Good Morning Maui, like, they're just so easy, aren't they? They're just like...
They are. They're another
barely any backstitch.
nice stitch with... The most backstitch they have, really, is
Although this
facial
one's
feature.
quite a lot. Like, you've got the writing and the books and the cat.
But it's not hard backstitch. Although saying that, I seem to have made a mess up of the Jack and Sally when I was doing that one.
Let's not speak about that, because that is just...
And then this one is Beetlejuice.
I like Beetlejuice. We watched it, didn't we? At Halloween,
We did watch it, yeah. So I got that one as well.
And then, this is the gnome one I was on about. It's from Sodastitch.
Yeah, and currently, Sodastitch still have... So after
No,
we
it
were...
ran out.
No, it didn't, because
Oh.
I've looked this morning. So after we were at the caravan yesterday having a nose on Etsy, and I
Sat on the
suddenly went,
deck, yeah.
oh my God, Sodastitch have got a sale, but it finishes in 14 minutes.
So we were rushing.
So we were like, oh my God, like, and I've looked this
Let's get
morning
it
and it's
going.
obviously rolled back over again. So as of this morning, Sodastitch have 20% off all of their charts. So I don't know when it's finishing or whether it's going to roll over again, but if you want a discount on that, go over to Sodastitch on Etsy, it is, and they have 20% off their charts.
So I got this one because I was going to get a summer one, but I was in quite a rush. I was scrolling. But then I saw this one and I was like, well, that's quite nice, because usually we don't call it fall in the UK. So usually some of the charts are like hello fall, and we don't call it that. So
No,
when I saw this, I was like,
so.
it doesn't actually have that one. So it's like an autumn one, and it's called Leaves Collector. I just thought that was really cool, actually, with all the little leaves around him. So that is going to be my next
Start.
Yeah.
As part of her Gnomes Everywhere Sal.
Yeah. So I'm excited to get that one. And what I decided, I'm going to do this on a harder fabric, because I did the birthstone on softer fabric, and I think that was half the problem, because It was just a bit difficult to stitch on.
That's quite a nice coloured one though. Either a cream or an ivory
Or
on that would
rustico.
look like, yeah, something like that would look quite nice on that. So going off that, which is what I was saying before, I'll go on that. I got this one. The honeybee gnome. I really like this one. I think it's super cute. And I like the fact I probably would actually finish this in a hoop like this because I do actually like the finish on this. And this is what I was saying before when I said Lauren got her bag out with her bees on it and your honeycombs on it. And I said I haven't found one that I can use.
That would be good.
I have now found one that I can use. And actually, I don't think it would be big enough, but I do have a fabric that has honeycombs on it.
I don't think that would be big
I don't think
enough.
it would be big enough, but that would be really cool
That's
as
from
well.
the Stitching Den, isn't it?
I'm not sure. I think I've got. I have got some. I think, but I think I've got some from Zoe as well. But yeah.
Yeah.
So that is what I got from there.
Oh, actually, talking about your hoop finish, I quite like mine in this because it's
The
like
more
brown.
oblongy one. That's an oblong, which you can
Oval.
get.
I think you've got one like that.
Have I got one?
In that colour.
Well, they definitely sell those in Abercorn anyway, so
I
we
might
can.
actually do that.
They're quite cool, aren't they?
Yeah. So watch out.
I don't
for these
do many
gnomes.
hoop finishes, but I actually do like because it's a
Would you do
circular
it in
one.
yellow though, or like a white?
Oh, I don't know.
Leave suggestions down below.
Well, the problem is, I'm not going to finish that anytime soon, am I? So.
Well, you can always start thinking.
I am thinking. So.
All the ideas
Oh, they're flowing.
going
Can
around.
you
in
see
my
them
head.
flowing?
Yeah, it's like ooh.
Oh, it's dangerous when you get to my age and you have thoughts going around your head like that.
You're not that old.
Thanks. Okay, so the next lot of haul is Brooke's Books Publishing. Now, she posted something on her Facebook page the other day because she has been dealing with an awful lot of health issues, cancer, and she has had surgery on her brain, stuff like that. So she has been out of action for quite a long time. But she posted that she's doing okay. And she's starting to get some of her, she hasn't lost her ability to be creative and she's working on more things and her husband and family, children and things are helping her out. And she put out a discount on her store. So, now as of, right.
Oh my god, I'm hungry. That was my belly.
If anybody heard that, that wasn't a bear that we're hiding under here. That's Lorans. Oh my God.
Hungry.
How rude when I'm trying to tell you guys about a discount.
It was talking. It was sort of talking. God.
Okay.
If that happens again, then just ignore it.
Yeah, honestly,
I'm
we're
trying
not
to
harbouring a
ignore it.
grizzly bear under the table. Okay, right. Back to normal. Look, you guys knew we were getting really close to the end here, that we were going to...
We've actually been pretty serious this time.
Yeah, that's
My
what...
word, nearly an hour.
Mm.
Get going.
Okay. I've lost my train of thought now. Right, okay. So, yeah. So, she put out a discount code, which as of today, which is Monday the... What is it? 28th? 29th?
It's the 29th.
So, Monday the 29th of April. That it's on for the next 40 hours or so. And obviously we're in the UK, so I don't... But it's basically, she's got 60% off her PDF collections. So that's like the Bride's Tree, Wonderland and Oz. And she's got 30% off all of her other PDF charts. So that's all the single ones and things. So you have another 40 hours or so. It might be a bit over, but you've got that to get the charts. So obviously Lauren had, or we were gifted some charts, but
3.
I loved them. And we've got 3 of them. We wanted some more. So why would we not get this one? So we have purchased the Wonderland Collection. So this is haul. So you've got the 12 different characters. So obviously we have, Lauren has currently, is it these three?
Yeah.
So Alice, White Rabbit and Mad Hatter. She's got those three. So we have added on, so we've got the Queen of Hearts. We have the Cheshire Cat. We have the Royal Gardener. I quite like this one.
No, I like the Cheshire Cat.
And then down here we've got the White Queen, the Dormouse. That's quite cute in the...
Yeah. Teapot.
And then we have the March Hare, the Caterpillar,
We
the
don't like
Tweedles,
Caterpillar.
and
That's
the
like-
Duchess.
That's like you and me.
Tweedledum and Tweedledee.
Yeah.
Well, you're Tweedledum then.
No, I'm not. You're Tweedledum. I'm Tweedledee. Oh, look at the flamingo. That's quite cruel. Using it for little goals.
Yeah. I think it's croquet, isn't it? Oh, and it's a hedgehog for the ball.
Croquet. What's croquet?
Okay.
My belly's going again.
The bear's on its way out. Okay, so we got that one.
You can be thinking actual people like, oh, I don't know what I'm saying. That one, I do not like that one. That is weird.
So,
no offense.
yeah, this one was 60% off. So, I mean, I could have just purchased the other charts, but when you get it at a discount like that, there's no point. So Lauren's got those, and then we've got this one that we can mix the rest. Now, the other one I had, and you know that I'm not going to not have this, but they didn't have a full page chart on this, so my printer is not printing out very well. So I'm just going to show you. I've got the Wizard of Oz ones as well. So again, there's another 12. So there's this one, which, so on this sheet, you have got the Wicked Witch of the West, the Flying Monkey, Glinda the Good, and Oz. So that's that one. Which I did print out a smaller picture actually, which has got a better one of that. So
And the yellow brick road underneath it.
yeah, so then obviously there's this one.
Oh, the lion.
So obviously you guys all know them. So you've got the Scarecrow, Dorothy, the Tin Man, and the Lion.
Oh, I like the lion.
And then we have, so these ones are the some of the little people, some of the munchkins. So this one we have from this side is so this side here is Mr. Gillican. Then it's Miss Quadling. This one here is Mayor Munchkin. And then this one here is Miss Winky. And they're all little, from some of the little munchkin people. So probably out of all of them, that section would be the ones that would be on my last on my list to do, I think. But I do like them all, and like I said, when you get that type of discount, you're not going to. Well, I wasn't going to leave them there. I mean, I don't need any more charts, but I like all of the charts. So. I got them. So that is all of our haul. I've got some plans, which I'm going to obviously...
Keep talking when it goes, because it's embarrassing.
It's off-putting.
Pardon?
It's off-putting.
It's off-putting for me. Embarrassing.
Okay, so I have written some plans down here. So first of all, I want to finish my Wednesday piece, which that's about 3 characters, I think, away from finishing. So hopefully by the next time I see you, I will have a finish on that. I'm going to finish the Mouse's Strawberry Jam. That is going to be a finish. I'm going to start and finish my April monthly Sal, which is my Emma Congdon one.
I will not be doing.
And I'm going to start my Arctic Animals on May the 9th. Now, this is what I was talking to you about. I need some advice, guys. So, obviously, I haven't ordered the call for fabric or anything. And I have 3 lots of fabric here. Right. Now, their called for fabric is Nocturne. So, I think it's Picture This plus Nocturne. But I have 3 different colours here. What do you guys think? Right, so my first one, I'm going to take it out of the packet. My first one is this one, which I picked up at the retreat. So this one is Trident, which I've shown before, which is by the Stitchy Ferret. Now, this is what I'm thinking.
Is that going to fit?
Yeah, it is. It's not as big as what you think it is this time, isn't it? That big. I'm thinking that, and I have double checked it. But I also have, so I've got a bit like Lauren just showed. Sorry for the crinkles, but they're in the packaging. So Lauren is using some similar to this blue one.
Did you not order from Total Bear? The fabric thing? The fabric shop?
No, that's for a project bag. Yeah, so I've got this bluey one, which is more of a light blue. And I've also got a darker one, which is, but Nocturne is dark.
Sorry, I say no.
Sorry, so this is my other option that I've got.
Don't know.
So that's my other option.
It's okay. No,
So yeah, I don't really know which one. I'm heading towards more the dark one or the Trident one, because I think it's meant to have, like, if you look here, right, I think this is a similar colour to, I think it's going to be that type of colour, so I think it's going to be a dark, I don't know if it's meant to be like a dark night one with it being a glow in the dark threads, which is why I'm thinking more this one.
But I think this one.
If anybody else is doing this stitch along, I'm poking myself. Let me know what you're using. If you're going more of a C, because I'm thinking this is more of a C sort of colour. But then is it meant to be more of a nighttime, nocturnal sort of thing?
No, I think this one.
Which is, and then obviously then I have all the threads here, which I'm not getting out of the bag, but all of the threads on that I think would go. So I'm not really sure. If you have an opinion, please do let me know. I would like some help, because otherwise I'm concerned I might make the wrong choice and then regret it. I think... It's a good job I love this child of mine. So yes, so I've got my fabric. Well, I've got one. I think this one here is out of the running. I think it's too light.
Watch everyone say that one now.
I'm not sure. So yeah, and then I've got my little needle minders, and then I have spoken to Sophie at Turtle Bay Stitches, and she is going to sort me a project bag out.
Jesus.
So
you literally just said at the start.
Yeah, but
of the
this
video,
is different.
You don't need any
No, but this is different, isn't it, guys? This is different because I need this. This is a need to go with my thing.
Shall I tell you my plans then?
Yes, so that is all my plans. So what is Lauren's plans? Lauren's plans are not to stick to her plans.
My plans are finish March calendar sale. Actually get a bunny face on the Alice in Wonderland.
Start April, Sal.
Yeah. Work regularly on the jam sale. And start this. That's all I'm saying, because I don't want to do too much and then everything gets in all kerfuffle.
Okay, so we have some plans. Whether or not we actually make those plans come to fruition before in 2 weeks' time, who knows? There are plans. Okay, so that is our stitchy stuff done. If that is all you're here for, thank you for coming. We will see you in a couple of weeks. We hope you have enjoyed what you've seen.
I can't believe it. We've already at an hour and 5 minutes.
And take care and happy stitching, and we'll see you in a couple of weeks. If you are here till the end, it's pretty much just life update. I have got obviously a Flosstuber new to me that I'm going to shout out, but other than that, it's a little bit of life update, and that is it. We will leave you to go on to the next one. So, Flosstubers watched. So obviously, like I spoke to you before, we had Joy, who was joining us for our birthday jam sal, and from there I realised that she is actually a Flosstuber with her daughter. So it's Joy and Emma Kay, and they are the Carolina Stitchers. They are a mother and daughter team. I believe Joy's husband is from the military, and they have 4 or 5 children together. And yeah, they are obviously currently residing in Carolina. The last one, which is what I stumbled across, was a whip parade, which is quite nice. So they've got a vast range of lovely projects between the two of them, and so go ahead and watch them. I think they might be going to StitchCon, I believe, in the next week or so. Might be currently around now, I'm not sure, but they are going to StitchCon. So yeah, go check them out. That was another one I added to my list. So we'll be on to life update now. Do you know how off-putting it is when she's either her stomach's rumbling, she's yawning, she's sneezing?
It's the flowers.
Okay, so we're on to life update. So we only have a little bit, but since the last time I saw you, it's been my birthday. So like I said before, I was at work, but my eldest daughter decided she was going to decorate the room. That's some sort of the thing that I've done for my lot since they were little. We have banners up and balloons, stuff like that. So she took on that role for me, and I came down to banners, balloons everywhere. Yeah, so that was quite nice actually. And yeah, I got some nice presents. One of which is, I got a Wednesday t-shirt.
We'll show you the back.
Yeah, I'm not going to get up and show you the back of my t-shirt because that would be chaos, as we're pretty much jammed in where we are. So, but I've got a picture to show you at the back, and then I got a Wednesday insulated mug, and I got a little pen which has got some Wednesday figures on it. It's got Wednesday and Nevermore.
Didn't get any stitching though.
Well, I sort of have. I've treated myself to stitching.
And then got some money, didn't she?
Yeah, I got some money, so I treated myself. Got some perfume, a voucher for Next from a friend. I've got lots of.
Go there, actually.
I do some flowers.
And you got a massive hoodie blanket from Next.
I did. I got from a friend. I got some beauty products and a big hoodie blanket. And I love my hoodie blankets.
I don't know if it's a leopard or a cheetah.
Not sure, but I'm not getting out to show you guys because it's huge.
And it's really crinkly wrapping.
Yeah. What else did I get? Was that it? Was that all I got? So. Yeah. So yeah, obviously I went to work. Then when we came home, I couldn't be bothered to cook, so we went and had a chippy tea, which is a chippy tea is.
You're going to make my belly rumble again because I'm hungry.
Went to the chip shop basically. Rumbling. So we had that. And
chippy's the best.
Chippy tea.
It's just a chippy. Some people call it dinner, actually, don't they?
Some people do, yeah. It's our
dinner, tea, supper. No, supper's a completely different thing, isn't it?
Supper's a snack.
I don't know what we're waffling about.
So yeah, I had a chippy tea, and obviously I was working and stuff. And then when I got home, my old daughter had been and bought me a Colin the Caterpillar cake from Marks and Spencer's. So we had the whole "Happy Birthday to Me" song. Well, it wasn't to me, but you know.
Well, it was to you.
Yeah, but I didn't sing it to me. And candles and stuff. So that was really nice, actually. So it was nice. Nice, yes. That was, pretty much it. That was my birthday. Done, dusted, over for another year, just another year older and greyer. I am finding grey hairs,
Not
guys.
saying anything.
Anyway.
I mean, Dad's like fully grey. Like, he's fully
but don't you think, right, okay. He's been going grey since he was about 20, my husband. It is a family thing. His dad was like it. Like my eldest keeps saying he's going grey, and now my daughter is like, I found grey hairs. But when you have long hair as a woman, it's not great. Okay, if you're a bloke with short hair and you get it cut a lot, like, I know I'm gonna get either way you look at it, but basically I don't want grey wisps like
not yet.
Here and stuff. You can see it, and I'm not. And then Morgan said, well, I was a hairdresser, so I can sort you out. So
yeah, but it's not very good for you to be constantly dyeing your hair, is it?
I know, and I'm not thinking I'd want
like every time you have a grey hair, get the dye out. Like,
yeah, touch it up.
No, not very healthy.
So anyway, I'm a year older now. Boo. Anyway, so that was that. Boo.
Right, that's enough. Let's do it as a joke, and then you just got ridiculous.
I just take it over the joke stage. Yeah, okay.
Take it a step too far, you do.
Sorry. Well, do you want to have a chat about your auntie coming horse riding with us first?
So my auntie, I call her Auntie Karen because
that is her name, Karen.
Yeah, but she likes to be called Kaz. Stop laughing. She likes to be called Kaz, but I like to call her Auntie Karen because it gets on her nerves. Because if anybody knows, Karens are pains, basically. You're
going to probably upset every Karen that's on here now.
No, like some are. Like
it's a UK running joke. I don't know if it's an all over. Is it an all over UK? I don't know. But basically, it's a running joke that Karens are irritating,
I'm not
annoying,
saying
pains.
anyone's a pain on here, but like, because most cross stitches aren't. But I'm saying that people in the outside
basically
world,
move on before you get yourself into serious trouble.
So don't take offence, anybody.
So she annoys my sister by calling her Auntie Karen.
She came horse riding on Wednesday, and well, she had fun. So
yeah, now my sister has got multiple medical issues. She's got rheumatoid arthritis, fibromyalgia. She has had back surgery. She has rod in her back. She has a lot of things, but she's always wanted to just get on a horse and just go on a little ride, which we're trying to build it up. What my issue was, are we even going to get her on and off? That was my issue to start with.
But she got on fine. It
was a nice day this week, so we decided, did she want to come? She wanted to come, so she spent a lot of time with the horses. Bonding. And had a really, really nice time, and we actually managed to get her on and off, and she had a little walk around the arena before our lesson, and she had a really, really nice time. So that was a positive. Little baby steps until maybe we can get her on a bit of a longer one, but I just don't want to get to a point where she ends up in some sort of pain and we can't get her off, because that is not fun for anybody at all. So yeah, so that's what we did.
I'm having a sleepover this week with my friend.
You are? You're going to your friend from horse riding, aren't you? You're going to her house for the day. Well, overnight for the day.
I'm excited.
That'll be nice. And then I go and pick her up after work the following day.
So yeah, so we basically get like an afternoon, well, basically the whole day, because Wednesday we'll see each other in the morning at the yard and part of the afternoon, and then I'll be going back to hers.
Yeah.
And then basically spending the whole day.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to that.
So that'll be nice. Yeah. It'll be quiet for me. So yeah, we've got that. Ethan is doing all right at college. He made me a little stool. Like, I call it. It looks to me like what they used to use years ago for milking cows, like the milkmaids, the little three-legged. That's what I'm looking for. 3-legged little
and
stool.
your Winnie the Pooh teddy sitting on it.
It is. So I had a old traditional sort of style Winnie the Pooh teddy from the Christmas present. It's been sat in my front room, just sort of sat on the floor, and we were like, we need something. So yeah, he painted a stool, and that's where Winnie the Pooh is proudly sat on. So I've got a picture. I'll insert it here to show you. Mm-hmm. But yeah, he's doing really well. Hopefully next year in September he'll move on and do his full carpentry course. Hopefully he's doing well in his English and maths and stuff as well. So yeah, Everyone else is doing all right here. Ryan's on his new job now. Went on a course in Wolverhampton for a couple of nights. All expenses paid, hotel, food, everything included. So he's got that. Morgan's doing fine. She's all right. Everyone else is all right, aren't they? And obviously this weekend
Morgan's
coming.
actually entered for the London Marathon.
Well, yes.
She's probably not going to get in, but she has entered.
She has. She's entered for it. But she's
year.
never ran before. But we are being really positive. She is very enthusiastic. She knows what she's doing. She has a plan, and she's fully aware that she probably is not going to get in. But if
she
not,
wants to do running anyway.
Yeah, she's going to do some of the smaller ones leading up to it, and hopefully, and we'll see. But she's she's become a bit of a fitness, gym, protein, food
woman. She used to be a vegetarian, she's not anymore because of protein. Doesn't make sense to me. Because she's not just eating chicken, she's eating bacon, mince, all types of meat. But she's only doing it for protein.
Wow.
Lies. Absolute lies.
Well, she's happy, and not everybody who starts as a teenager as a vegetarian stays like it. A lot of people don't.
I'd much rather be a vegetarian, to be honest.
Well, you pretty much are.
I only really
By
like
default.
breaded chicken. That's literally it. And bacon, but it has to be burnt, me and Tan. Yeah, we know about that.
So yeah, the only other thing we've got this weekend is a bank holiday in the UK. It's our early May Day bank holiday, so we will be going to the caravan. Or we will be going to the caravan. God knows what everybody else is doing in this household, but we will be. So we will see. And notoriously, being a bank holiday in this country is probably going to be miserable weather.
Probably.
So, but we're still going anyway. So that is us. That is everything we've got to show you. All our haul, everything else, life update. And we are going to go because it's longer than I expected, and we need to tame this grizzly bear that's going on. We hope you have had a good couple of weeks since the last time we were here. Got a lot of stitching in. If you've been to retreats or anything like that, hope you've had a lovely time. And we're hoping to be back in a couple of weeks' time with another update. Hopefully you'll see some of our plans for interaction. And yeah, we will see you later. Happy stitching.
Give us some advice on the fabric.
Obviously we have the usual, so any gnomes everywhere, Sal. If you want to join in the birthday jam, Sal, we would love to see what you're working on, what you're stitching, fabric choices, etc.
Anyways, we're waffling now, as always, aren't we?
And Jess, please give me some advice on my fabric.
Yeah.
If you have any advice for me. So yeah, we will see you in a couple of weeks' time. Happy stitching, take care, hope you are all well, and we will see you soon. Bye.